Hello guys and welcome back. So today we have a few interesting news, but first let's check the Bitcoin price. Right now as I'm filming, we sit at 64,600 and we are still in this range basically yeah. And the chance that this was the bottom, it's getting higher and higher in my opinion now. We'll have to just sit and watch. And let's go to check the first post that I've put aside, and this one is from Bitquant, who says this is a generational bottom, the second row of a double bottom, which with the first bottom at 16k. I'm not sure if you realize what that means. I try my best not to talk about it because I don't want to come across as a psychopath. And I guess you understand what he means. He basically means that it's going to be a boom, a giant alt season, basically, or like a nice crypto season, which will be, I hope for that, but I won't let my hopes blind me again. And if I have some gains, I will try to get more money out of the market and not wait for a miracle. So let's go to the next post, which is from Leshka. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon just warned about the Clarity Act. We'll fight it. If we lose it, we lose it. We lose and we'll leave. So 4,000 US banks warned that its stablecoin rules could pull 1.3 trillion from bank deposits and remove 850 billion from lending. So does it mean the money will move into crypto? Will they be in stable coins? Will people just it's better to keep your money in crypto than in crypto and in stocks and in other things than just let them sit into a bank. So that's an interesting thing, but I think banks have a plan to manage to go around or just use crypto instead of normal dollars. But yeah, we will have to see about that, and that's a bit of a more complex technical discussion that could last for hours and would require some experts on that matter. So that's basically beyond me, but I think the banks have a way and they will basically work together. You cannot be in the big league if you don't work together with the others. So let's go to the next one, which is from Vivek Sen, and breaking, Michael Saylor just announced to buy a lot of Bitcoin tomorrow. Here we go. Now my question is, will this move the market? Let's check the comments. How's Michael Saylor's company MicroStrategy doing, and how long will he be able to keep drawing from his company coffers to buy Bitcoin before he can't anymore? That's, he can just buy and sell. Michael Saylor, I don't hold, I sell. We'll have to see how the market will react, and it's going to be an interesting week because if he buys, and we might see the market moving, so we might, or is this like a bear flag here? Yeah, we might see. No, I don't think we will see another bottom. I think this was the bottom for me. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think this was the bottom. Those 8 days of it's like a small bottom, and yeah, but we'll have to see. Maybe we see something like this, or maybe he's going to buy so much Bitcoin that will move the market, or I don't know. We will have to see. So let's go to the next post, which is from Jack the Rippler. So new Senator Loomis warns the U.S. states of a disaster that if the Clarity Act fails to pass, I don't know if they understand how significant it would be for the Clarity Act if the Clarity Act failed and allowed this industry to continue to grow and mature overseas. Past the Clarity, crypto industry is big cow to milk basically. So of course they should want it on their side, and it's you have a lot of skeptics, but the market is here to stay. It's not something that will disappear overnight, and at least not now. But yeah, I understand people right now are in depression, and it's a bad period overall for crypto. But the market is here to stay. Otherwise, it wouldn't have lows past in across the world and so much money in it. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this as well. But I think the crypto market is here to stay forever, with good and bad times. And now it's a very bad time, and it's depression on the market. But this will pass, and you either will have money, either you will chimp out that you didn't get in when you should have, or you will just ignore it and be a peasant. So yeah, that's on you. Let's go to the next post from DeFi Tracer. Fed could hike interest rates by 25 in just 2 days. Odds have pumped to 37.9 for the first time after inflation data release. So yeah, this is extremely bad for the markets. Indeed, this one it's really bad for the markets, and this might be the only thing that will keep us down for a while. Or yeah, we'll just have to see. But this is not good anyway. So this one, yeah, it's 37.9. It went up, of course. A week ago it was just 12.8% chance of rate hikes. We'll need some events to overturn the thinking of the Fed, I guess, and way they see the rate hikes and the rate overall. So the last thing I want to show you, it's something interesting for those of you who don't look on the poly market too much. Sometimes I throw an eye on it, and we have this bet which says what price will Bitcoin hit in 2026, so basically until the end of the year. And the chances right now are, so you bet, if you don't know about poly market, you bet this one against this one. It's not this against this. So people are betting on 60k and on 70k, and we are in the middle basically right now. We are nearly 65, so somewhat in the middle. But the more interesting thing is that there are very high chances for 75k, and there are also somewhat high chances for 55k. However, the ones for 75k are higher. Sadly, the volume on this one is higher, and usually poly market is right. So might we hit 55? We might. There is also, of course, the chances are lower than 50%. So some of the money are bet against this. People are buying a no, and a lot of people are buying a no for this, which you have to check the volume as well. And people are saying no to 50k, so I think it will be a no to 50k, definitely no. And this one, yeah, basically it's 50-50 and a lot of money on it. And what's interesting is that 80k and 85k has a higher chance. I mean, they bet against it, and 90k as well. So a lot of people have bet that Bitcoin will not reach 90k before the end of the year, which you could just make a few extra dollars on this. So yeah, but I won't. Also, on $100,000, there is a 10% chance, which most of the people went in for no, and yeah, that would be interesting to see 100K, but no, I don't think so. But there is an interestingly high chance that we will see 75K, and this is not a large volume for poly market. However, the odds are very interesting here. There is no, I mean, if there would be people with a lot of money that are sure of something, they will just bet it until there is 1% chance here. So having 36% is it's huge, and even here 25%. Yeah, and basically for me this translates as a no. So I believe there will not be a 50K hit. About 55, I don't know. It's 50-50 basically, but it's a lot of money on it. So this one you cannot say what's going to happen. It dropped a lot. It dropped like 9%. So yeah, of course people are sometimes wrong, but you can see it ahead of time usually. Yeah, 5K, no way. I would go all in Bitcoin if I see it on at 5K. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Of course, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I hope we will all have a nice alt season together.